Welcome to the Future Proof podcast. I'm Jessica Raypatch, co-founder of Twin Legacy Solutions. Today we have Vikram, CEO of Cuva AI. Our topic today is rethinking product market fit, a fresh approach to early stage SaaS growth. Vikram, hi, thank you so much for being on our podcast today. I'd love to start off by just having you tell the audience a little bit about your business and what you do.
Thank you, Jessica, for having me. So my name is Vikram. I'm the founder and CEO of the Cuva AI. Even before AI, I have been working in the financial industry since 2010. I have worked in big banks such as Credit Suisse, Nasdaq, and Klarna, as well as a few Swedish banks. By the way, I'm from Stockholm, Sweden. However, my company is headquartered in USA. During the time while I was working with the financial industry, I was helping these big companies to improve the efficiency through automation. And by the time when the AI comes, then I thought, okay, this is going to be a game changer. So I left my job. I was getting well paid because I was working in a big bank, but still I could see the future that the AI going to change everything. And to my prediction, it came true. So I founded the Cuva AI. What we do basically is that we are building a AI native operating platform for the financial industry, especially for the wealth managers, corporate banking, as well as supply chain finance, and so on. And we will be expanding in the future for the insurance as well as the retail banking. And our unique value proposition is that we offer comprehensive solutions, especially for the financial industry automation, which includes the agentic orchestration and also a lot of financial connectors, connectors to the integrations with all the major financial systems. And then we also offer knowledge systems, which includes the knowledge base, knowledge graph, and RAG. And to top it off, this is probably most important for the financial institute. We also offer a operating fabric where they can manage their agents and the workflows and their knowledge systems.
Wow, that's amazing. Thanks for the introduction. Now, today our topic is about product market fit. Okay, so my first question to you, since you're in the AI arena, how has AI changed how SaaS founders test product market fit?
It's a really good question. There are sort of quite a few challenges. Number one is that despite all the hype, the situation on the ground is that the industry is not yet educated on the AI. So you need to educate them quite a lot. And actually, one of the clients took several months to get to understand. But when they understood, we closed the deal. So it's a lot about educating them and making them understand. That's the biggest challenge. But after that, if you have like a value proposition, in our case, that we are focused on the financial side, and also we do provide something called operating fabric, which solves the problems with the accuracy and the grounding, and also the fine tuning of the agents. So which is important for the financial industries. So once you have that value proposition, I think it would be easy. My definition of the product market fit is that when a customers need a solution like yours, either he shortlist you or he pick up the phone and call you.
Yeah.
So basically, whoever is the ideal customer, when he needs the solution that you're offering, he should know you and he should call you. So that's my definition of product market fit. And we are working very hard to achieve that.
Yeah, of course. I want to speak to the financial industry because that's what you're specifically an expert in. I could see how some companies are responding to security with AI systems and the security of financial information. So, can you talk about how you bridge that uncertainty? AI can do so many things for banks and corporations and financial institutions, but there's a hesitation there, the untrust of the AI system. So what would you say to CEOs and directors that want to use the AI in their financial institutes, but they're hesitating because they're not quite trusting that AI is advanced enough? What would you say to those people?
Yeah, it's a really a great question. The first thing is that you need to have a very good control over your AI and especially your agents, and that's one thing. And the second thing is that since the LLMs, they are not trained on the corporate data, they are trained on the public data. So the foundational models doesn't know, your corporate way of processes or workflows and the way your corporate functions. The out of the box, the foundational model doesn't know. So you need to provide the context to the foundational models, and that we do by the knowledge base, knowledge graph, and the rack systems. That's where we provide the context. That's number one. And second thing is that when it comes to the control, that's where our operating fabric comes into the picture, where you will have generally speaking, also our agent orchestration is built in a very, you have a granular control over what's the inputs to the agent and what are the outputs to the agents and so on. Here you want to be a bit careful. Even humans are not accurate. I mean,
Right.
if human mind cannot interpret, say, for example, 1.9812234568. I mean, if you have really big decimals, human mind cannot interpret, whereas AI can interpret. So here, I think there is a bit of hesitance, but I see that AI probably even do better when it comes in terms of accuracy, because AI can handle like infinite number of decimals. It can handle many other stuff that human mind cannot easily process. So if you use the AI properly, it could actually be even better. It can provide the better accuracy. The only thing is that you need to harness the AI in a secure way. So that's the main thing. And then of course you got to be SOC 2 Type 2 ready and all those compliance issues, auditability and traceability, auditability address, which our platform already incorporates.
I could see that as being an issue in your industry right now. But when you're talking about human error versus AI, you're saying, which I agree with, that humans can only comprehend so much or have accuracy, and AI is able to fill those gaps essentially. So using AI intertwined with a human component can actually enhance your financial standing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I mean, even if you before computers, like I remember in the accounting, they use it to round off quite a lot. When we have the digital accounting software came in, then they're handling the decimals even more. So then the AI, it will go to the next step. So I mean, if we harness properly, I think AI could be, it could be more accurate and more secure.
I agree. Okay, so the next topic I want to cover is how early should SaaS companies implement AI-driven lead generation systems?
Yeah, on the very first day. I mean, you could. I mean, there are many digital channels available, and you could use the AI to. I mean, whatever we post, for example, on LinkedIn or something, we use a lot of AI. But of course, the final edit is done by myself or my co-founder or one of my team member. But we use AI to actually to generate a lot of ideas and to structure the story and to validate and so on. So you need to use, whether it's the content marketing or whether it's the lead gen, whether it's the, I don't know, email marketing, or whether it's like the, even qualification. I think you should be using it from the day one. Even if your product is not ready, but you can still build and curate the list, and and you can still assign different customers, like, okay, where he sits in the, if he's ICP, top ICP, medium ICP, and so on.
Yeah, because I feel like in the industry, companies are trying to make the perfect product, the perfect, you know, package that they want to go to market with. But people will debate, do you find the client first or do you finish the product? Do you find the client and then it helps you make your product the best because then you're hearing what the feedback is? Or do you package up everything that you have to offer, build a product, and then market it to the clients? What do you see happening? Like, what does your company do? Do you make sure your package is complete before you market it to clients? Or do you take the feedback from clients to make it better?
Yeah. I mean, we are slightly different in that respect, because we are building the platform, not the application.
That's
Of
true.
course,
Okay.
we are also building the applications now on the top of it, especially the financial applications. So we are slightly different. The platform is foundation, and we are in a heavily regulated environment. So in our case, being a platform in a regulated environment, we have to get the basics right. But generally speaking, if you are building a platform, a application, if you are not in a regulated area, you probably want to speak with the customers even before you start implementing the product.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of companies do that analysis paralysis, as we call it. They're building their product, building their product, building the product. Then they're ready to go, but then they start their lead generation, their marketing. Then it takes some time in the pipeline to get those clients. Then they land the clients, and the clients want something a bit more. You find other KPIs that now I got to go back and put it back into my system and redo it. So I just like to get different CEOs' views on that.
This is my third startup. So I had issue in the first startup where, I didn't know how to do the lead gen, how to speak with the customer, and how to create the sales pipeline and so on. Any founder, the first thing they have to do is basically the day when they are decided to start a startup, they need to understand a bit of the marketing, bit of sales and sales funnel, especially like the books of this guy. There are three books. One is about the digital marketing, and second is the lead gen, third is about the storytelling and so on. I don't remember the author right now, but anyway, you need to sort of educate yourself about sales, marketing, and customer acquisition, product market fit, and all those concepts a little bit. Otherwise, you end up building something amazing, but you cannot make money.
Exactly. And we are talking about product market fit, right? So I feel like if you don't go to market with what your concept is, you can't do that proof of concept, or you're going to do it backwards. I think a lot of companies hinder themselves because they build this perfect product that they think is a perfect product. Then they go to market and think there's magic bullet that clients are going to just flood in, but it takes time. So, next question, what's the biggest early stage SaaS growth mistake that you've seen over and over again? Or have you seen a common mistake?
Yeah, I mean, I have probably done that myself more than anybody else. Humans are a bit of wishful thinkers.
Yes.
So you you
Yeah.
respect, I mean, so you usually think that, oh, this feature is gonna be neat, this feature is fun, but then you must validate it.
You must.
At least validated like a 5 to 10 people.
Yeah.
You need to you need to be brave enough to criticize yourself and still still go forward and so on. Because sometimes what you think the prediction might come true. However, end client probably wants slightly differently. Probably wanna hear in slightly in a different way. So I think you have to be like a super critical of yourself and then verify.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good validation process, man. That could be brutal too. You have to be pretty honest. So I know you've been in business for many, many years, but if you had to build a SaaS product from scratch today, how would you approach the market fit differently than what you have before?
It's a very good question. I mean, like few years ago, you could basically build a SaaS product with a set of feature and then with a set of the pricing and the bottom will get the basic functionality and then you get the add-on features and so on. But the problem now is with the vibe coding and with the AI coding tools, I'm not sure if that kind of model is going to work. It's more like pizza based, like people order the pizza with the toppings with this one and you go and you get it and so on. So the traditional sauce will still exist, but the new sauce, the new versions of, but it's going to be a transform catalog. I mean, like, you will have a lot of these vibe coding solutions. Companies gonna use it, and then there will be feature set of the sauce. Some of the features will be eaten by this vibe coding, and then the main core functionality probably will still remain. And in the enterprise, I think it's pretty safe. I would say the SaaS one, but whereas in the small or individual side, I think we have to see how it's going to shape up. And I would say like this, it's not just going to be enough to build a SaaS product that gives you like a certain number of features, but you also have to provide AI agents on the top of it to improve the productivity. I think that's going to be the main stuff. And then also you got to be very careful that whatever sauce you do, that a vibe coding program cannot just like do it in forget in a way. I mean, I would say any regulatory industry, those sauce are safe, and anything the medical or finance or anything, those gonna be the safe and they will be stay there. But any, for example, I don't know, time reporting in any non-mission criticals, those SaaS product, probably you will have a lot of vibe coding tools. People will be using a lot of vibe coding tools.
Nice. Okay, so I like to end on this. What's one thing financial founders should stop doing immediately?
Accounting software, that's one example. But generally speaking, it's a tricky question. Yeah, I would say this, okay? The first thing is that there has been quite a bit of founders who are doing the APIs for the open banking and so on. They can stop it now because with AI, you could build those APIs pretty quickly, open banking APIs. And then any software, any plain SaaS without AI, stop doing that as well. I mean, you can build a great accounting software or great wealth management software or great M&A software and so on. Do it AI native. If you're going to do the plain software, that's not going to cut it because, sooner or later, we all these vibe coding tools will also able to build some non-regulatory. I mean, even if it's regulatory, they're going to build able to build the basic SaaS products. So you have to build, if you are SaaS, stop doing whether it's accounting, wealth management, or whatever the software, you can stop doing it right away. I think you have to think from the terms of the AI native.
I agree. I think if you're building anything right now, it should have some kind of AI component, or you're going to be behind. You're going to be a lot less efficient than your competitors. Market.
Not just a bit of, but you need to think the tech stack completely differently. Before we only had a databases, but now we have a knowledge systems. Before you provide a bit of automation capability, but now you have the agents. And the Gen AI, wherever the possible, use the Gen AI and so on. So you have a completely different tech stack right now. So whatever you are building in, you have to architecture it slightly differently. You need to consider like the knowledge systems and the foundational models and the agents and everything, and build according to the new tech stack. You cannot just like go to the plain database and the plain straight programming, and then the old one, those days are gone.
That's great advice. Now, in order for them to do that, they're going to need AI assistance. So I know you're in the financial, soon to be insurance realm. So where can people find you if they want some help and assistance with implementing AI tech stacks and systems into their financial institutions?
Sure. I can share both the contact information and also including email, phone number, and my LinkedIn. And also, my company, go to our company website. It's Cuva. So you can contact us through our website as well. Otherwise, I will share my contact details. So feel free, your audience are very welcome to reach me.
Amazing. And I know that people can find you on LinkedIn, correct? So your website,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and then we'll have your details in the description of the podcast. Awesome. Well, Vikram, thank you so much again for being a guest. This was very insightful and appreciate your time. To our audience members, thanks for tuning in to the Future Proof Leader, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.